It's a milestone year for Bank of the West Celebrates America. This event is always a hit, but since it's a special year, organizers decided to make things even more exciting, not just on stage, but in the air. From Bank of the West, Bob Dalrymple, Angie Grote returns from Food Bank for the Heartland, and it's good to see you again. You were just here not too long ago,
yes.
But Bob, it's been about a year since we've seen you,
right?
As it is this time of year again. So
it's
set it up. What's the idea with the concert?
Well, it's our way of giving back to the community. We have a lot of folks that we have over 1,400 people that work and live here. We're very, very involved in the community, and it's just a great way to demonstrate our commitment to them.
Well, people have become awfully accustomed to this series.
Yes.
They look forward to it. They love it. And part of the reason why, the caliber of acts you bring in. So who's taking the stage this year?
Well, it's Joan, Jett and the Blackhearts, and she's just recently elected to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And so there's a great buzz in the city about her. And then Eddie Money is going to be one of the opening acts, and of course he's always got 2 tickets to paradise.
Thank you, Bob.
And then we have our band winner, our band contest winner, a lady named Bonnie Finkham, whose interesting story, she's a cancer survivor. And after she got through her recovery, she decided to pursue her dream of being a rock and roll performer, and so here she is.
So
and she's
she
from Des
entered
Moines.
the contest.
Yes.
As you do now. You've been doing that for a few years, where bands can get involved, and then there's an online voting, and fans get to decide who they'd like to see.
Correct.
And so they picked Bonnie from Des Moines.
Yeah, there was over 200 bands that entered this year, and she was one of she was the bottom 5, or the top 5 rather. And then she won.
That's great.
Yeah.
Well, and what a cool opportunity to share the stage with the legends that she will, and to have a huge crowd in front of her, as we know. Any idea about attendance this year based on past years?
It'll run somewhere between 55 and 65, typically, unless the
100.
Yes, 1,000.
1,000.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Right.
Yeah, there you go.
Up to 65,000 people packed into Memorial Park.
Yeah, yeah. And the way we've said it, with moving the stage down to Dodge, much more room, and that works better.
Let's take a look at the map, if we could, so that our viewers are familiar with the layout. And there it is, if you can visualize Memorial Park and kind of get a lay of the land. While we're looking at that, Bob, explain the changes to fireworks this year that our viewers are going to be really excited about.
Sure. Well, typically a fireworks show goes about 6-7 minutes, and this year our vendor J&M Displays is going to do it double. So we'll go anywhere from 14 to 15 minutes.
That's killer.
Yeah, that'll be fun. And then one other thing that's new this year is we'll have the Remember Our Fallen. That exhibit will be at the west side of the park.
Well, that fits with the night. It fits with the venue.
It does.
It fits with the Midwest spirit, as does philanthropy. And that brings us to the giving part of this conversation. When you have all of these people at the concert, there's a real opportunity to do something for the food bank. So what are the different ways that our viewers can engage? Is it through texting still, or are we buying something?
No, we're not doing that this year. There was some technological issues with that, so they're not doing that this year. But they can donate $5 at the Bank of the West tent. They can buy one of the world famous Bank of the West Celebrates America bears for $5. And all the funds will go to the food bank. And then part of the food vendors' proceeds will also be a donation to
Angie,
the food
this
bank.
is so important to you and your mission. How do you use the funds that come in through this concert?
Well, for every dollar that we receive, we are able to provide 3 meals for someone in need right here in the Heartland. So a big thank you to Bank of the West for inviting us to partner with them again this year. This is our 9th year for this partnership, and we are so grateful.
Do you encourage people to bring canned goods, that sort of thing?
No.
Yeah.
No, because
Bob wants to put in a quick no on that.
No. Yeah. They can do more with $1 than they can with 1 can of food. So the multiplier is much, much better.
And it's a lot easier to get in and out of the park when you're not bringing pounds of food in with you. So here it is, Friday night from 6 until 10 o'clock at Memorial Park, 60th and Dodge, online, celebratesamerica.com. This is a free event, but I got to ask you about blankets, because people want to put those down. What are the rules?
They can put a blanket down. They just can't put tarps, anything that would burn the grass, and they can't put any stakes in the ground, because those will all be picked up. But they can put their blanket down starting at 5 a.m. Friday morning.
I know you're keeping a close eye to the forecast. We'll be doing the same here
as
Friday approaches. Bob, thank you. And Angie,
thank you.
great to have you back on the show.
Thanks for having me.